What's going on, guys? Sly here, and I survived the hurricane, man. Sorry for being out like the past week, but Hurricane Matthew, guys, absolutely destroyed parts of my state here in North Carolina. Some parts are still flooded to this day, and with flooded tributaries still flowing into lakes, rivers, and streams, some parts are even still about to flood. I didn't have power for about a week, and this is the first time that I can remember just about every town in a 60-mile radius being out of power as well. You know, we have two downtowns here in my city, and one of those still had power. So people from all over the place, like I said, within 80 miles, north, south, east, and west, were all flooding into my small town to grab and eat, to get hotel rooms, all that stuff. Like, when a small storm knocks out power, it's no big deal. But when a large section of a state doesn't have power, it pretty much knocks you back to the old days. Even though it was boring, something actually awakens inside you, and that's the realization of just how easy it can be for everything to disappear in an instant. A ton of snapped trees, snapped power poles, tons of damages to roofs and cars, and tens of thousands of flooded homes. This was a serious storm, and thanks for all the well wishes while we rode the storm out. My cell phone didn't have service either because of a downed antenna, so I was literally out of touch with everything. Even my county's 911 system was knocked out for about 4 days, so I couldn't call for help even if I needed to. Scary times, guys, but thanks to the thousands of linemen that made it into North Carolina to clear the way. Also, my thoughts are still with the almost 1,000 people that died from this incredible storm. Let's just hope that never happens again. Alright guys, let's get back on track. Our boy Xur. Now last week, this dude blew me away with the double drop, so let's see if he can do it again. I'd highly doubt it. Alright, well let's do the thing, guys. It's Friday, October 14th, and this is your Rise of Iron Weekly Xursday guide. As you can see, his gang tag and gardening skills are front and center, so he is most definitely here at the tower. But where, you ask? Again, guys, Tower North. He's actually at the suicide spot once again. I'm telling you, man, he loves this area. So upon landing, just stick to the left and head towards the speaker. You'll see him at the far left corner contemplating his existence. Alright, well, let's see if he can keep up with his new exotic trend, and, woo! Well, not as mind-blowing as last week, but definitely pretty good. Alright, well, let's take a brief look at all of them, and then we're going to go over them all in detail. So first up, we have an exotic engram. Now guys, this is not a legacy engram, but a full-blown Year 3 gauntlet engram. If you're trying to break the 385 barrier, exotic engrams are one of the best ways to do it. Now this makes me rethink the past 2 weeks of Xur. Were they always exotic engrams and not legacy? If so, I might have made a couple of boo-boos. Either way, it is great to see an engram back in stock. Next, we have a shoulder charger's friend, the Mark 44 stand-asides. Following that, the best hunter exotic, period, the Bones of Ao. Next for the Warlock, some Year 1 awesomeness, the Sunbreakers, and then finally, keeping up with the new exotic trend, the Trespasser. As for ornaments this week, we have Moonglow for Hawkmoon and Ivory White handle with outlined feathers. I love the highlighted talon, but not so keen on that white handle though. Kinda wish they could have had that red and black skin from the Monte Carlo put on the Hawkmoon. Anyway, following that, we have another Invective skin, Storm's Reproach. This one is the best of the two. The Invective orange bursting out of the metal, it's pretty sweet. Definitely the best one. As for his curios, we have the 2 Sparrow upgrades, the blue Plasma Drive and then the purple Void Drive. Then the usual 3-pack of Heavy Scents, the 5-pack, 3 of Coins, the 3-pack of Glass Needles, and then of course the Bad Idea down here at the bottom. Alright, so, stand-asides, let's dive in and take a look. Exotic perk, be somewhere else. Increase the shoulder charge duration. Basically extends the time you can activate it while running before it goes away. Also, tighter turn radius while sprinting. 47-49 intellect strength, and you can bump one of those up a little bit higher. Now, all boots have some kind of ammo carrying capacity, and these can offer increased shotgun ammo or increased LMG ammo. They also usually have some kind of agility buff as well, and here we have arc double down, increased agility for 5 seconds after an arc double kill. The stand-asides were recently nerfed due to the artifact negating the sprint lock, and in testing, I guess they proved to be just a little too powerful. Apparently so much so that the amount of time you have before your shoulder charge runs out was lowered by a lot. A total of 4 seconds, guys. That's almost 80% of the extra time these boots gave you. So now you basically only gain like an extra second totally not worth it. They also give you tighter turn radius while sprinting. The extra time these boots give you is pretty small compared to pre-nerf. While it still does increase the amount of time you have, you're better off using the Dune Marchers. They take a while to get used to because just how fast they make you move. But the agility and the speed you gain from the Dune Marchers are pretty impressive, and they blow these boots out of the water. Add the Quantum Plasm Shotgun or the Mida to the mix and it just becomes insane. While these boots, they do help you, they are no longer worth an exotic slot in my opinion. Unless you get them dropped, I wouldn't waste my coins or my slot on these anymore. Next up we have, in my opinion, not only the best hunter exotic in the game, but one of the best exotics in the game period, the Bones of Ao. Exotic perk, not bound by law, upgrades double jump with an additional jump. 54-55 intellect discipline, and of course you can bump one up a little higher. Now these bad boys will lend you some extra shotgun ammo or some extra LMG ammo, and just like the stand-asides, we have the same agility perk here except that it's solar. Solar double down, increased agility for 5 seconds after a solar double kill. If you use Night Stalker the most, then some glass needles could totally fix that for you. I mean, what can I say, guys? They're the freaking Bones of Ao. Like, everyone I know uses triple jump with these, and having that many jumps makes the hunter one of the easiest to maneuver when exploring jumping puzzles for the first time. Whatever you're doing, the Bones make it that much easier. Whether you're evading in the Crucible, trying to get the monitors in the new raid, or going to beat Atheon in the Vault of Glass, the Bones will help get you there 10 times easier. Now, they are my placeholder exotic when it comes to my hunter. Unless I specifically need another item, the Bones are pretty much on 100% of the time. They could be 2 pink buckets stuck to the bottom of my feet, and I would still absolutely wear them. If you don't own these guys, this is a must-buy. Alright, next up we have one of my favorite Year 1 Warlock Exotics, the Sunbreaker Gauntlets. Exotic perk is called Helium Cycle, increases duration of your solar grenade while gaining an additional solar grenade charge. 37-39 discipline strength, and of course you can specialize in one of them. Secondary perks are Energy Projection, increased grenade throw distance, and Impact Induction, bonus grenade energy on melee hits. Now, like other gauntlets, these help with reloading your weapon, and here you can choose between Scout Rifle Loader, or you can choose Rocket Launcher Loader. Now the Sunbreaker guys, they're pretty sweet. They can be used so much more than just a way to kill enemies. Like throwing them in a threshold can block a door. You can stand inside the flare of the grenade and actually recover your health for a while when you're running from melee enemies. You can lock down an area, block entryways, and having that extra duration is something extremely effective when you're fighting. During Radiance, you literally cover the floor in grenades, and when they stay out twice as long, there's no way out except through death. Now, while there may be better exotics out there for the Warlock, this one definitely has its uses. Alright, next up we have another brand new Rise of Iron exotic, and that is the Trespasser Sidearm. It's an exotic for 2 reasons. First, it has an intrinsic ability called Be the Danger. This weapon fires bursts of bullets with deadly accuracy. On top of that, we also have its main perk, Unrepentant. Reloading after a kill causes the next burst to be a longer, more powerful super burst. As for barrel upgrades, we have Fast Draw, Steady Hand, and then Sure Shot. Secondary perk is called Relentless Tracker. Kills with this weapon grant enhanced motion tracker resolution for a short time. As for the middle row, we have Hand Loaded, Reinforced Barrel, and then Quick Draw. The ornaments on this thing, also pretty neat. The first one is called Fallen Assassin, nice classic look with the golden wood in it. And the second one, which in my opinion is the better of the two, it's called Crucible Assassin. An awesome, nice silver, gold, and black colors here. Crucible symbol in gold on the grip along with a gold trigger. It just looks clean. I absolutely love this one. Now the Trespasser is a different kind of beast. It's a more refined version of the Dreg's Promise and can be deadly if you hit your precision shots. If you trigger the exotic perk and land those shots, it's a kill for sure. But killing someone, then being aware of trying to reload, and then trying to hit someone with enough time to use it, it's kind of tricky. And the pressure of getting a kill, then reloading, and getting that all to work together is, it kind of gets to you after a while. It makes Crucible play way more aggravating than it needs to be. It's a fun weapon, a cool weapon, but is it worth your exotic slot? Nah, not really, man. I mean, there are others out there that can do the same job better. Definitely get it if you have the extra coins, just because it's a fun weapon to use. Although if you're looking for something that's just going to go in and destroy in and out of the Crucible, this is not going to be that weapon. Alright, well that brings us to the end, ladies and gents. Another Xursday in the bag. As always, thank you all so much for watching and for the constant support of the channel. I could not do this without all of you out there, and if you want to keep in touch and up to speed of everything Sly Nation, follow me on Twitter or keep checking me out here on YouTube. Now guys, I'm still cleaning up a ton of mess from the hurricane, so it'll take me a few to get back on track with all the daily uploads and all the stuff online, but I'll be back to normal as soon as possible. Once again, thank you all so much for the well wishes and the messages on Twitter, Facebook, and on Xbox. You guys are always awesome, and I hope that you all stay safe out there as well. Keep an eye out for more videos coming out of Sly Nation here very soon, but until then, this is your boy Sly. Laters.